What's up, everyone? Welcome back to After the Storm, and welcome back to the NHL 2005 Dynasty Mode Series. We're here with episode number 74, game 74 of the season. We're almost at the end of the regular season. We're almost to the playoffs. It's crazy that we've gotten this far. The 2003-2004 series actually messed up usually right around this time, or needed to sim because it was just that too much longer, but we're not going to sim. We're going to play these games out, of course. This will be a full series. We're almost at the playoffs. It's really great to see that we're moving through this. We have a matchup today against the Chicago Blackhawks, another team kind of looking on the outside, looking in of the playoff picture here in the Western Conference. Another potential first-round matchup for our squad heading into the first round. So in previewing this matchup, Chicago sitting 10th in the Western Conference, but they're in that little pack of teams that we previewed at the end of last episode that are, kind of within 3 or 4 points of like 6th place in the Western Conference as well. So it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility that this will be our first-round matchup. Chicago, not a very good team, not a good offensive or defensive team, and certainly not a great goaltending team at this time. And as we preview our goaltending matchup, you can see here, Michael Layton, a 76. The only worst goalie that we've faced is Pascal Leclerc in Columbus, this season so far. Theodore, 99. We certainly have the goaltending matchup here. We should continue our winning streak pretty easily in this one, but we've had that feeling going into a game before and got upset. Anyways, guys, let's not wait around any longer. Let's go ahead and get into the game against the Chicago Blackhawks. Denver, Colorado, the site is the Avalanche. At home, take on a potential first-round matchup in the Chicago Blackhawks. Puck drop is next after the anthem. Puck set to drop here. Red-hot Avalanche squad looking to extend their winning streak. And for the Chicago Blackhawks, in need of a couple points, need of 2 big points as they pursue a playoff spot. Draw one by Modano. Surrey going to dump it in. Berard back to play it. Finds his D partner, Hill. Hill there. Shot on. Theodore has to make an early save. Blake finding Modano up the wing. Modano bringing it in. Stops up at the line. Grips a shot. Solani there. And they got a tip on it, but nevertheless it's stopped by Michael Layton. Back and forth. A hook and a hit there between Blake and Blackhawk. There's Solani taking a big hit from Berard. Berard, former Toronto Maple Leaf, once had a gruesome eye injury. Here comes Yager. Back the other way. A shot on to Layton. And Layton makes the pad save, controls the rebound, and will hold that one. So we take a look at the Colorado lines in this one, coming off a hard-fought victory. Shot there, Steos. We get an opportunity to look at the Chicago lines, as misspoke earlier, coming off a tie game in the last episode. The Avalanche tying with a St. Louis team that's back and forth. Bure shot right around, dumping it in. Here's Foote. Back in front finds Lindros. Lindros turns and fires, but it's blocked on the way through. There's Fleury. Yager going to dump that one in, but Bure had yet to touch up, so it'll be offside. The Avalanche, the second half of the season, really finding their stride. After a rough first outing. A lot of trades were made, not a whole lot of patience shown. However, it did all pay dividends eventually for this Avalanche team. Here's Radulov in, a big shot there, gloved by the right-handed catching Jose Theodore. Back up the wing, finds Darby Hendrickson. Hendrickson around the net. Back there. Back in front to Cherkowski. Shot is blocked. Another centering pass is picked off by Vorobiev. And here comes Radulov. Other side. Nikolishin's going to grab that rebound off the save from Theodore and start it back out. This third line of the Avalanche. Hendrickson got a shot away there. Here's Voninen jumping in. Steos there, coming back. That one offside. Michael Layton's stats on the season, having to take on more of the workload here in Chicago. The team certainly not really expected to make playoffs coming into this year. An acquisition of Jeff O'Neill, as he carries the puck up, was a big turning point for them to even be in this spot close to the playoffs. Here's Modano fighting off Berard back in front. Guerin's shot. It's a solid save by Layton early on. And here comes Eric Daze, dropping it back into the zone. Daze, his dump attempt found by Solani, and Guerin back the other way. Guerin's centering pass picked off by Berard. Berard there. Berard in, gets a chance, and Theodore makes the save and will hold it for a face-off here late in the first. Joel Quenneville's squad slowly getting a little bit more healthy. Pavel Bure back into the lineup. A big addition for this team. But mainly the focus is getting healthy in time for the playoffs. The team has played excellent down the stretch without some of their top players as Yager turns that one over, finds Foot streaking in, and Layton makes a great glove save on him. Arneson back the other way. Fleury behind the net. Arneson to Calder. Calder back in front to Fleury, and a great glove save by Theodore. So Yager's just going to dump it down the ice. And that will do it for the first period. We go to the first intermission scoreless between Colorado and Chicago.
For tonight only, all jerseys are 15% off with the presentation of your ticket stub.
Fairly even game through one, a quiet first period. Both goaltenders making a handful of saves. So we kick off the second here. Modano into the zone early as Blake brings it over the line. That'll be offside. Modano on the draw. Against York, wins that one. Saray ripping around the boards. Hill back to retrieve. Solani gets the puck. Guerin takes a shot. He gets bowled over by Jeff O'Neill, and puck comes up to Eric Daze. Daze dumping it in. Theodore out to play. Solani up the boards. That one handcuffed Berard. Guerin gets a shot away as he skated onto it, but it's a nice save from Michael Layton. Daze back in, spun off, but he was found by Solani. Solani up the wing to Mike Modano. Modano still there, fighting off Hill. Refs letting them play early on here. Saray with a big hit against Jeff O'Neill on the boards, but O'Neill's back with the puck. And Blake manages to get enough of that and get it out. Here's Bure, a shot. A love save again from Michael Layton. We can take a look at this hit from Rob Blake in the neutral zone on York. Fourth line out for the Avs. Draw one by the Blackhawks, dumped in. Lyles back to retrieve. John Michael Lyles gets that one up to Hamilton. Hamilton a shot, sharp angle, big save from Layton there, and his defenders will clear the puck out for him. Vorobiev. There, shot, easy stop for Theodore. Plays it out. Quint and Lyles. Lyles turning that puck over. One of better defensive stick defenseman in this league right now. He's had an excellent season. Miller back to retrieve that puck off the dump in. Hall turns, fires. He had a couple shorthanded goals in a game a few nights ago against the Columbus Blue Jackets, and there's a pass meant for him in the slot. He's already on his backside, no call. Tchaikovsky over to Hendrickson. That puck across back into the Avalanche zone and be offside. We take a look at Eric Daze having a good offensive season for this Blackhawks squad, approaching that 40-goal plateau. Halfway through the second, both goalies have been the difference makers for their sides. Guerin dumping that one in. Solani first to it. Back in front, Hill intercepts that pass. And then for Bill Guerin. Jeff O'Neill taking a hit from Surrey as he tries to maneuver his way to the front of the net. Bill Guerin bringing it back. Guerin around the net. Looking for an outlet there. Guerin turns, fires. Solani a shot too. Looks like he hit the post. And turned and fired back on again. Tipped by Modano, but Leighton is there to make the saves. York, shot on. Big save. Theodore matching Leighton's output at the other end. There's Solani. Oh, a shot, and he was trickling towards the goal line, but Berard pulls it off. Make sure this game stays tied. Blake back in his own end. Blake finding Jaromir Jagr. Jagr cross to Bure, his former Ranger teammate, coming over in the trade together. There's Bure back to Jagr in front. Turns, fires, does Bure. Didn't get all of it. O'Neill. Dumped in. Theodore plays it around for Foot. Bure finding Jagr up the wing. Jagr shot. Big save. Jagr back in front to Bure. Turns and fires the backhander on. Bure trying to wrap chance now. Came from below the goal line, but Leighton is all over it. And that will do it for the second period. 0-0 the score as we head to the third period. These two teams have thrown on a defensive classic.
Such as hardest shot, fastest skater, and
Shots were 11-2 in that second frame for the Avalanche as they flex their offensive muscle. Both goalies remain perfect into the third period. And that puck getting into the Avalanche zone and will be offside. Still looking for a goal to break the deadlock here. Blake dumping that one in. Berard back. O'Neill, Daze. Surrey up. Turned over, O'Neill. Back and forth we go. Here comes Bill Guerin across the ice. Solani turns, fires from a sharp angle. That's not going to challenge Leighton at all. And he will easily cover that one up. We get some pushing and shoving between the two teams. Tension's boiling over a little bit here. Lindros winning that draw. Lyles, shot on. Big rebound. Leighton's got it. Ray right back. Dumping it into the opposite corner. Fleury. He grabbed that puck. There's Lindros in front. Great opportunity, but Leighton again. Turning that one away as Lyles touches up for the icing. We'll have a draw back in the Chicago end. Dano on the faceoff. Wins that one. Surrey. Big booming slap shot. Loaded up. To Solani back in front. A nice chance. The Avalanche trying to get this deadlock broken. Here's Surrey, a nice slap shot, one of the hardest shooters in hockey. But Leighton there to make the save. Here comes Guerin back the other way. Bill Guerin making a move. Takes a hit. This is the puck. O'Neill bumped off by Surrey. Modano back in. Trying to get a shot away. He can't. Berard there, pinned up against the boards by Surrey as he entered the zone, and Modano's back with Modano. Takes a wrist shot, back in front. Guerin with a second chance on it. But Leighton is standing tall. A big hit there. Guerin talking to the officials about it. It's a clean body check, though, from Sean Hill. 10 minutes to go in the third. We're still scoreless. Lindros. Bure shot scores. Pavel Bure breaking the deadlock here in the third with a great wrist shot that finds its way through late. He got a piece of it. The powerful wrister of the Russian Rocket breaks the scoreless tie, 1-0 Avalanche lead. Off the draw. Lindros wins it. Expect the Avalanche to start winding this game down a little bit here. Fleur. Speedy winger there. Turn the puck over and Lyles dumps it back in. Layton. Really forced to play that one right to Yager as Yager was in forechecking on that one. Lyles working his magic, trying to turn that puck over. Yager around the boards. Lindros intercepts Layton's chance there. Arneson finds Calder. Calder knocked over by Foot. Lindros bringing it back. Here's Lindros. He gets a step. A backhander on, and Layton makes a huge save at this time of the game to keep it tied. Should not say tied. Keep it a one-goal game. We were scoreless for so long, it feels like we were never going to have a goal. Did Pavel Bure. Sniped his 26th of the season. Zure shot from the point. Guerin turns, fires. Layton coming up big on both, but the Avalanche keeping it in the zone. There's Guerin again. The Avalanche have really dominated play ever since the first period. There's York, shot on. Solani back there. Medano. Around the boards. Blake, Guerin. Zure gonna just lift that one out. It'll go for icing. And they draw back in the Avalanche zone as the Avalanche were having trouble just getting that puck out. So take a look at Jose Theodore. Stats on the season for him, 13 shutouts. The second half of the season has treated this Avalanche team kindly, especially on the defensive end. Here comes Guerin and Medano, 2-on-2. Guerin still with the puck, back in front. Medano tied up, couldn't get the shot away, and Layton will hold. Guerin 55 goals on the year. Medano winning that draw. Foot takes the shot there. Played out. There's Jason Smith. 50 seconds to go. Here's Fleury going to get a chance. Second one comes back, and York with a great opportunity there, but a huge save from Theodore. And that puck is iced again. And we'll have a draw to the right of Jose Theodore. Medano on the faceoff against York. Medano wins it. Guerin and Medano coming out. Guerin shots blocked. Smith bringing it back the other way. Medano turns and fires. It ends up in the net. However, it was offside as Guerin had yet to touch up. Medano on the draw. Layton has come back into the net now. 28 seconds to go. Fleury, O'Neill. Looking for the equalizer. Fleury from a sharp angle. Steos going to clear that one down. Won't make it for icing. Arneson there. Final seconds now. One more chance. Here's O'Neill. O'Neill spins off, turns, fires. Bonnen down the ice. Can they touch it up in time? They will. 3.1 seconds remain. They face off in the Colorado zone. One last chance for the Blackhawks here. Lindros on the faceoff. Wins that one. Foot will dump it out. And the Avalanche will take a 1-0 win at home against the Blackhawks, who miss out on 2 points in their pursuit of the playoffs. Theodore, another shutout, his 14th of the year. And as always, we're going to leave you with the 3 stars of tonight's matchup. We'll catch you on the next Avalanche broadcast.
Tonight's second star, Colorado's number 96, Pavel Bure. And tonight's first star for Chicago, number 49, Michael Layton.
So in what is becoming pretty standard during our recent stretch run here, another shutout. 14 on the year for Theodore. A game that was really quiet, I think, on both sides, really. We didn't really have that many great chances against Layton in this game, but we got one through, and that's all we really needed. It was a quiet game against the Blackhawks, and yeah. So just reviewing after we simulated up to our next game, of course, Chicago then went on to beat Pittsburgh 4-1 in their next game. So they are actually in a 3-way tie for the 8th position with the Anaheim Ducks right now. But yeah, it looks like now I would say it's probably firmly down to a 4-team race here for the 8th spot. Vancouver, Anaheim, LA, and Chicago. Of course, Chicago and LA both have a game in hand on Vancouver and Anaheim here. Which benefits them a little bit, especially against Anaheim. But it'll be interesting. We're going to take a look at these Western Conference standings after every game down the stretch here because we are keeping an eye on who our first-round opponent will be. And it's our next episode number 75, will be against the Buffalo Sabres. So another Eastern Conference matchup. I don't believe we've played Buffalo at any point this season. Let's go check the schedule regardless. Let's go back to the beginning of the season. No, didn't play them there. Didn't play them there. Didn't play them there. Nope. Nope. So this is our first, and it is our first and only meeting with Buffalo this season. I believe we're going to run Cujo in against the Sens. So what we'll do is, because, Curtis Joseph's had lots of history with the Ottawa Senators, let's have Cujo play that game. But yeah, we were coming off that tie in the previous episode, back into the win column, have gotten points in so many straight games. It's been basically a month since we didn't get a point in a game. Let's go ahead and preview our matchup here, though, against Buffalo in our next episode. We are still first in the NHL, 107 points. Our goals for exactly the same. Our goals against obviously pretty drastically different at this time. We had the advantage everywhere but offense in this next matchup as well. That's mostly due to the fact that we're on the road. But yeah, this is a Buffalo team that is in the playoffs firmly. Looks like they're probably going to be matched up with the Ottawa Senators in the first round by the looks of it. And taking a look at our goaltending matchup, Theodore versus Biron. Should be a good goaltenders duel in this one. Biron obviously getting a bit of the benefit of being at home. Theodore on the road, still pretty good. And then, yeah, we're really down the stretch here of the last few games. And Theodore's going to get lots of rest down the stretch. Him and Joseph will actually pretty much split the rest of the starts and make sure that Theodore is nice and rested for the playoffs. Taking a little bit of a deeper dive onto Buffalo as well. They're coming off a 4-2 loss to Toronto in their previous game. The thing that really stands out, though, is their home record, 29-5-2-0. Their away record's pretty bad. If their away record was just a little bit better, this would probably be the top team in the Eastern Conference. However, yeah, their home record is excellent. They're a really good team when they're playing at home. No injuries for their squad either. A fully healthy Buffalo lineup that we will take on in the next episode. And as I mentioned, looks like Ottawa and Buffalo meet in the first round. I think that's kind of solidified at this point, mostly due to the fact that Montreal, Ottawa, Buffalo are all in the same division. And Montreal has an 8-point gap on Ottawa for first place. So looks like Montreal's going to get that number 1 spot in the Eastern Conference. Ottawa and Buffalo, a classic mid-2000s rivalry. Looks like New Jersey and the Islanders, Tampa and Toronto potentially in the first. And there is a bit of a dogfight still here. Philly could get in, Atlanta could get in, Florida could drop out, so could Toronto at this point. So an interesting Eastern Conference to take a look at in our you know, after our games and in all these next episodes as well. But anyways, guys, that'll do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. As always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Videos come out on Tuesdays and Thursdays for this series. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one.